Hello, mighty companion. This is Earl Purdy, here to do your next Course in Miracles lesson, which is lesson 69. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. That's the same as saying my grievances hide the truth of the world in me. No one can look upon what your grievances conceal. Because your grievances are hiding the light of the world in you, everyone stands in darkness, which the Course defines as spirit ignorance, and you beside them. But as the veil of your grievances is lifted, you are released with that person. Share your right-mindedness, which is salvation, now with that person who stood beside you when you were in hell, which is fear. This person is your brother in the light of the world that saves you both. Today, let us make another real attempt to reach the light, which is the truth and the love in you. Before we undertake this in our more extended practice period, let us devote several minutes to thinking about what we're trying to do. We are literally attempting to get in touch with the salvation, which is the right-mindedness of the world. That means we are trying to see past the veil of darkness, which is fear that keeps it concealed. That means we are trying to let the veil be lifted. We are trying to see the tears of God's creation disappear in the sunlight. So let us begin our practice periods today with the full realization that this is so. That means let us begin with the real determination to reach what is dearer to us than all else. Salvation, which is right-mindedness, is our only need. There is no other purpose here. There's no other function to fulfill. Learning salvation, which is right-mindedness, is our only goal. Let us end the ancient search today by finding the light, which is the truth in us, and holding that light and truth up for everyone who searches with us to look upon and rejoice. Very quietly now, with your eyes closed, try to let go of all the content that generally occupies your consciousness. Think of your mind as a vast circle surrounded by a layer of heavy, dark clouds. You can see only the clouds because you seem to be standing outside the circle and quite apart from it. From where you stand, you see no reason to believe there is a brilliant light hidden by the clouds. The clouds seem to be the only reality. The clouds of guilt and fear seem to be all there is to see. Therefore, you do not attempt to go through the clouds of guilt and fear and past them, which is the only way in which you would be really convinced of their lack of substance. We will make this attempt today. After you have thought about the importance of what you are trying to do for yourself and the world, try to settle down in perfect stillness, remembering only how much you want to reach the light in you today. Now, you want to reach the truth in you today. Now, determined to go past the clouds of fear and guilt. Reach out and touch them in your mind. Brush the clouds of fear and guilt aside with your hand. Feel them resting on your cheeks and forehead and eyelids as you go through the clouds of fear and guilt. Go on. Clouds cannot stop you. If you're doing the exercises properly, you will begin to feel a sense of being lifted up and carried ahead if you are doing the exercises properly. Your little effort and small determination call on the power of the universe to help you. Your little effort and small determination call on the power of the universe to help you. And God will raise you from darkness, which is fear, into light, which is love. You are in accord with the Creator's will. You cannot fail because your will is the will of the Creator. Have confidence in your Father, the Creator, today, and be certain that your Creator has heard you, and your Creator has answered you. You may not recognize your Creator's answer yet, and you can indeed be sure that it is given you, and you will receive it. Try as you attempt to go through the clouds to the light to hold this confidence in your mind. Try to remember that you are at last joining your will to God's. Try to keep the thought clearly in mind that what you undertake with God must succeed. What you undertake with God must succeed. Then let the power of God work in you and through you, and God's will and yours be done. In the shorter practice periods, which you will want to do as often as possible in view of the importance of today's idea to your happiness, and due to the importance of the days I did to you and your happiness. Remind yourself that your grievances are hiding the truth of the world from your awareness. Your grievances are hiding the love of the world from your awareness. Your grievances are hiding the light of the world from your awareness. Remind yourself also that you are not searching for the truth alone. You are not searching for light and joy and peace and love alone. Remind yourself that you do know where to look for the light and joy and peace now. You do know where to look for the light and joy and peace now. Say then, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden. Yet I want to let what I have hidden be revealed to me for my salvation, which is my right-mindedness and the salvation and right-mindedness of the world. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden. Yet I want to let it be revealed to me for my salvation and the salvation of the world. Also, be sure to tell yourself, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If I hold this grievance, the abundance of the world will be hidden from me. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If I hold this grievance, the truth of the world will be hidden from me. If you are tempted to hold anything against anyone today, be sure to tell yourself, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. So today's lesson is, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. Today's lesson is, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. So let's chant that for a minute. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. Tell yourself that. My grievances hide the love of the world. My grievances hide the love of the world in me. My grievances hide the light of the world. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. Okay, forward this video to other people. Check out my classes at www.earlpurdy.com. And let peace extend from my heart and my mind to yours.